Welcome to Strong and Supported Pelvic Health. This is where we are going to talk all things pelvic floor, pregnancy, postpartum, fitness, weightlifting, and even overcoming pain, because you deserve to feel strong and supported no matter what season you're in. I want you to walk away from every episode with a few nuggets of applicable wisdom, feeling more empowered in your wellness journey. Let's get started. Hello and welcome to Strong and Supported Pelvic Health. My name is Lindsay and this is episode 1 of a podcast / just conversations that I really wanted to put out there for women, especially who are struggling with pelvic floor concerns, or maybe pregnancy, postpartum, or just women who want to get strong and resilient for their future. So a little bit about me. I am a doctor of physical therapy. I graduated in 2016, and I slowly became more and more passionate about helping women specifically. And in that realm, I noticed that a lot of women, when given standard or generic treatments in your regular outpatient clinic, there was this gap of treatment and a gap of knowledge for most of the clinicians out there, myself included. So I was just general orthopedic. I could, post-op, shoulder pain, back pain, you name it. But whenever anybody had pelvic floor concerns, it was, sorry, I can't help you. So this kind of inspired me to go and get some more education on the pelvic floor. And in general, the more I kind of got educated into it and more I realized about pelvic floor and the conditions that we face, it really was just another group of muscles, just like all other muscles. And it seemed kind of silly that we weren't efficiently trained in it. So this is why I turned to pelvic floor and then also pregnancy and postpartum coaching to basically bridge that gap. And then in general, I noticed that the setting that I was in was not efficiently helping and supporting women to get back to the things that they really needed to do. And I myself am a mom of one. For all the moms who have more than one, I salute you. It is so hard. But just trying to kind of get back to feeling like myself and feeling strong, capable, and motherhood is not easy. It is pretty much a sport in and of itself. And so I almost view motherhood as if it's a sport and we need to be training as if it is. And I personally had some experience with pelvic floor dysfunction after the birth of my son. And, it was an interesting time. It was kind of smack dab in the middle of COVID and shutdowns and all of that. So life was not what it is today. So it took a little bit of time for things to kind of get back to normal, we'll call it. Definitely had some urinary incontinence, pelvic pain, low back pain, and it was difficult to feel connected to who I am, because I have always been very active and strong, feeling capable. I just didn't feel that. I felt very disconnected. So I've learned a lot in my coursework, of course, but then now having applied it to myself over the last few years and realizing that this is more of a journey and it's not a one size fits all. And it is not I fix it once and never think of it again. So my goal with this and my passion and my mission is to empower women to advocate for themselves, learn as much as they can about their own bodies so they are less and less reliant on healthcare practitioners who are overworked, underpaid, and overstressed to really give them the time of day. So in my experience, I've had so many women express that they were just not heard. And I myself, when I discussed some of my symptoms with my practitioner, I was not listened to. And so this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I'm so passionate to be helping women through this phase of life feel empowered, feel strong, and know kind of the path that they need to navigate. There's no strict blueprint, right? There are guidelines, and we need to navigate and kind of follow our own path to achieve our own goals with the help of others. And that is where I come in. So I am very specialized in helping women who have prolapse, urinary incontinence, pain with intercourse, women who have been dealing with sexual trauma, and then the pains that come with that. Orthopedic concerns, whether or not you have knee pain and pelvic floor dysfunction, we can create a program for you that is specific. It's not just pelvic floor. We want to get you to running, CrossFit, weightlifting, and things like that. So this is why I created this shift in how I'm treating my clients. So this shift that I've done is very, very impactful because it meets women where they are and actually gets them where they want to be going. As I mentioned before, there really is no one-size-fits-all program that's going to get you back to that. And I know that I am not the only provider that you may need to meet with, have guidance from, and experiences with. There is so much that overlaps with mental health, dietary needs, psychology of our changing bodies over time, our hormone levels, like gynecologists, OBGYNs, like we need to talk and have open discussions about women's health. And this is the platform that I'm really trying to open up those conversations. So I want to emphasize that you are not alone, that there are practitioners who are willing to help, to listen, to really dig a little deeper into some of these topics that you really need to know about. And so my vision for these calls is to really create this space where women feel heard, understood, they're guided, and we're really encouraging them to advocate for themselves and get curious about their health. So we want to welcome all listeners into this new space. This is not just kind of a podcast. I really want this to be interactive. So please subscribe to this, leave a review, email me if you have any specific topics that you would like to discuss. Email me if you would like to be on this podcast and share some of your expertise. I am interested in meeting with all types of healthcare practitioners, especially those that can help moms and help moms thrive, women thrive. You don't have to be a mom. I know I say mom a lot, but I'm just kind of speaking through my lens. But I also help women who have urinary leakage with just heavy lifting, power lifters, CrossFitters. You can have prolapse symptoms and never have had a child. So this is your space as well. In addition, we will be talking through the entire lifespan. So you are not just a pregnant or newly postpartum woman. You are not just a woman in your 30s. You are going to be and need to be forecasting for your future, preparing yourself for what's to come because it's going to happen. I'm already experiencing this myself with changing hormones and symptoms that I did not think that I would be having in my late 30s. But knowing what I know, I was better able to advocate for myself and get the help that I needed. So, welcome everyone, and please send this to anyone that you may know that may be interested in this. And we are excited to get the ball rolling and talking to some other healthcare and wellness providers. Talk soon.